This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for watching News 8 Now. I'm Ken Kozarowski. The Coulee region is once again in an alert day in the world of weather. Our northern communities have been in winter storm mode for a little bit, but conditions starting to creep into other counties. Let's see if we can bring in Derek Sibley for the latest in the world of weather. Derek, can you hear us?
I can hear you very clearly, Ken, and so can the weather here outside. It's looking a little bit wet here and also a little bit snowy, so let's talk a little bit about that. Most of the rain is focused along our central and eastern zones right now, and it's also it's coming down here a little bit lighter than what it was this morning, so we're seeing some evidence now of it coming to a close as we're seeing most of the snow now pushed up towards the north. But let's focus here across our eastern zones. Adam and Juneau County looking at some very light drizzle coming down. We're also looking at Monroe up towards Jackson County for some very light rain here, traveling north here as well. Now, further towards the north across our northern zones, we are seeing the rain mixing together with some snow here at times still. So we're looking at Clark County near the vicinity of Meade and also up towards eastern Chippewa, as well as most of Russ County, looking at some snowy weather that continues to come down. Again, this is kind of mixing in with a little bit of rain here at times as well, especially a little further south. All this activity continues to pull towards the north. City Cam 8, though, right now in downtown La Crosse, we are getting a bit of a break in the rain currently as we speak. But of course, you can see just how gloomy and overcast it is right now. And as we take a look at those current temperature readings, we're mainly into those mid to upper 30s. A lot of us, though, into the upper 30s. In fact, just shy of that 40-degree mark, such as La Crosse right now at 39. It's 36 currently in Winona, 37 right now in Sparta, and 36 degrees the temperature in Viroqua. All right, so let's get checked now in the afternoon and night here for the rest of the day, and you can see kind of those off and on rain showers here at times. We'll see more steadier rain, though, arrive as we head towards the evening and also into the overnight hours, and some of that may try to mix in with some snowy weather at times overnight. Otherwise, just expect a cloudy and overall pretty wet, misty day here for the most part, Ken, before we start to see more of that heavier precipitation arrive. And of course, we'll talk more about that in the full weather forecast.
Of course. Thanks, Derek. Yeah. On the news front this afternoon, an update on a missing person. A vehicle driven by a missing Lafarge woman has been spotted in Southern California. 31-year-old Holly Lynn Clark was last seen December 5th. Now, investigators do not suspect foul play, but believe Clark is not taking her medication. According to the Vernon County Sheriff, a traffic cam caught Clark's SUV in California heading west on I-8 towards San Diego. Anyone with information about Clark's location is asked to call the Vernon County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. You can also submit a tip at p3tips.com. President Biden signed the Bipartisan Respect for Marriage Act into law on Tuesday. The landmark bill ensures same-sex and interracial marriages are recognized in every state, but does not force states to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Supporters pushed Congress to act after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade this summer. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin was one of the main lawmakers to push for the legislation. The wife of soccer journalist Grant Wahl says her husband died of natural causes while in Qatar covering the World Cup. Dr. Celine Gounder is a CBS News medical contributor who has appeared on CBS Mornings many times to share her expertise on everything from COVID to RSV. This morning, she joined Gayle King to talk about her husband of 21 years.
To know that he was so loved by so many people, it makes me feel a little bit less alone.
Dr. Celine Gounder says tributes pouring in about her late husband, Grant Wahl, are bringing her comfort.
Feels like, you know, it's like a warm hug when you really need it.
Wahl was a CBS Sports contributor who had written about soccer for Sports Illustrated for more than 2 decades. He died on Friday while covering the World Cup in Qatar. On CBS Mornings, his wife, CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder, dispelled rumors that foul play was involved.
He had an autopsy done here in New York by the New York City Medical Examiner's Office, and it showed that he had an aortic aneurysm that ruptured.
Which means what? Okay.
So aorta, that's the big blood vessel that comes out of your heart. It's just one of these things that had been likely brewing for years, and for whatever reason, it happened at this point in time.
She says she wants people to remember her husband for his kindness, generosity, and commitment to social justice.
I think that's another aspect of soccer that was really important to him, that, you know, promoting the women's game, you know, the recent statements he had made about LGBT rights, that was Grant. That was Grant.
A legacy that won't soon be forgotten. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Switching gears to back in Wisconsin, Attorney General Josh Kaul says one of his top priorities will continue to be public safety. The Democrat says next year he'll continue to invest in programs to make schools safer. Kaul is proud of the Department of Justice's Office of School Safety and the Speak Up, Speak Out 24-hour confidential tip program. However, to keep those programs going, the re-elected Attorney General says he needs state lawmakers to help.
I think it's vital that we continue that work. The funding that office relies on is going to run out. It's been relying on federal funds, and having long-term state funding will help ensure that that resource remains available for schools across the state for years to come.
Also topping the AG's priorities, investing in criminal justice system by hiring more attorneys, holding water polluters, including PFAS and manufacturers, accountable, and fighting to restore access to safe and legal abortion. Wisconsin's newly elected Congressman Derek Van Orden is already getting back to work. The Republican won election in Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district. Now, he won't be sworn in until January 3rd, but he says he's been busy setting up his offices in both Wisconsin and D.C. He spent last month in Washington going through the new member orientation. Now that orientation is done, he's back doing another tour of Wisconsin, speaking with the people he'll soon represent.
We're replicating our 19-county tour, and I'm going back and telling everybody I meant everything I said on the campaign trail, everything. So I will work with Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Libertarians, I don't care. If you're a resident of the 3rd congressional district of the state of Wisconsin, it is my job to work for you.
Van Orden was in La Crosse on Tuesday meeting with Sheriff-elect John Siegel to discuss public safety. Still ahead, one financial expert says there's an important reason to be double-checking your mail these days, and hundreds of thousands of SUVs need to go back to one automaker. Those details are next.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Most CBD stores' journey begins in front of a computer, but here at Fifth World, our journey begins on the farm. We grow all the hemp for our CBD and other products, but whether on the farm
or in our certified kitchen where all our products are made to the highest standards, or at the shop where we offer therapeutic massage, we guarantee that quality comes first.
Come sign up for our 10-day trial sample or bring in a receipt from any local competitor and we'll beat their price. So stop by today, and remember, here at Fifth World, we're all family.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our winter bundle, which includes Strummies, top sirloin, beef roast, pork roast, chicken, ground beef, and ring bologna. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
For the second day this week, U.S. stocks closed in positive territory after a better-than-anticipated inflation report. Serena Marshall has the latest business headlines from Washington, D.C.
Good news on the U.S. economy. Inflation eased more than expected in November to its slowest pace in nearly a year. The Consumer Price Index showed that prices increased just over 7% compared to the same month a year ago, which is slightly less than economists anticipated. It comes as the Federal Reserve is expected to announce another interest rate increase today of 0.5 percentage point. Sam Bankman-Fried, former CEO of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, was denied bail in his first court appearance in the Bahamas Tuesday. He faces multiple U.S. federal charges, including wire fraud, money laundering, and other financial crimes. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has also filed charges against Bankman-Fried. And Subaru is recalling more than 270,000 SUVs. The company says they are Ascent Sport utility vehicles model years between 2019 and 2022 pose a fire risk. Subaru says 2 fires have been reported, but they did not lead to injuries or crashes. Owners are urged to park their cars outside until a wiring fix is completed. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In Washington, I'm Serena Marshall.
And with the Fed planning to raise interest rates again, using your credit card is going to get even more expensive. New data from a major credit bureau says more and more people will struggle to pay bills on time or at all. Executives at TransUnion are collecting credit data to forecast the challenges consumers will face next year. They project consumers will still get access to loans like credit cards, but more payment delinquencies will pop up. One official says now is the time to be on the lookout for mail and emails from your credit card provider.
Now is probably a time to look at it because they need to give you 45, 60-day notice that they're going to raise your interest rate. And so that makes a difference of whether you carry a balance or not, or how much balance you carry.
She also recommends you stay extra aware about budgeting this time of year. TransUnion also conducted some consumer surveys. It found 52% of Americans, especially millennials and Gen Z, are optimistic about their financial future over the next year. But most consumers do expect a recession sometime next year. We'll take a short break. More news is next.
Stella-Jones Corporation has immediate needs for laborers, machine operators, and maintenance technicians. Why do you want to work here?
When I started at Stella-Jones, I was living paycheck to paycheck. And in 6 years, I've increased my pay by $10 an hour, given plenty of chances to advance, and now I own my own home.
Due to ongoing medical issues, my family needs me to have a job with flexibility, and Stella-Jones has given me just that.
Apply today and ask about our $2,500 hiring bonus. Stella-Jones, where our people and our products are essential.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fire Paste Company and receive a 26% federal tax credit. Unlike a traditional metal wood stove, a Hearthstone soapstone wood stove delivers consistent heat using beautiful soapstone. Purchase before the end of the year and receive a 26% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fire Paste Company, because your place is by the fire.
Cooley Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at cooleyauto.com. Cooley Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
Ho, ho, ho! Did you get what you wanted this holiday season? Did your roof make it through Santa and his sleigh? Was your kitchen less than jolly? Is your bathroom resembling a lump of coal? Windows a little frosty?
Windows, kitchens, and baths. Call River Valley Remodelers today to make your holidays even brighter.
Vote for us in the Best of La Crosse County contest.
What you need to know if you're vaping to try to quit smoking, and new numbers showing there's an increase in teens hospitalized for mental health conditions during the pandemic. Christian Benavides has today's top health stories.
Researchers looking at the pandemic's toll on mental health found a 3% increase in teen hospitalizations related to mental health conditions during the pandemic. The increase was especially notable in teen girls. 61% of teens hospitalized for mental health conditions were girls before the pandemic. That rose to 68% during the pandemic. There's new evidence COVID-19 exacerbates a life-threatening inflammation of the heart valve from a study looking at endocarditis risk among patients with cocaine or opioid use disorder. Researchers found those patients had a marked increase in risk from 2011 to 2022, with the steepest increase from 2021 to 2022. Patients infected with COVID faced more than double the risk of developing endocarditis and being hospitalized than those who did not get COVID. And bad news if you're vaping to quit smoking. A new study finds it's not likely to help. Researchers at George Washington University found that people who smoke and vape are likely to continue smoking in the long run. The study followed participants over a 6-year period and found 42% actually quit vaping and continued to smoke, while 15% continued using both products. Only 10% of participants actually quit both vaping and smoking. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
All right, time now to take a look outside through our City Cam 8. Derek Sibley in next with our forecast.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord Sales Event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
This is a story of first downs and second chances.
I wanted to keep playing, but my feet hurt.
You'd think all those big league experts could have helped.
You have access to anything, but none of it worked.
His football career ended, but his plantar fasciitis pain didn't. Till he found the Good Feet store.
I got fitted for my arch supports. Let me tell you something. They work.
Now, he recommends Good Feet to
anybody. If you move, go to the Good Feet store.
So get moving. Come in for your free fitting.
The Dine Dash and Fly program is back, brought to you by the La Crosse Regional Airport
and Dream Vacations Travel.
Grab a passport at any of the participating restaurants, at the airport, or online. Entry is free, no purchase necessary.
Collect stamps when you dine at each restaurant. Get 5 stamps for a free t-shirt.
You could win LSE swag, gift cards, and even flight vouchers. For more information, go to lseairport.com
or bestvaluetrips.com. And remember, you have until December 31st to enter.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Without the lectures, call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord Sales Event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today. Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are tracking the rain and snow that continues to come down across the Coulee region here for us. Let's take you into our southern zones. Right now, things are looking pretty dry here across the area, and we did have a little bit here of activity across our western zones this morning, but more so towards the north where we had some rain and snow showers here, and you can see that continues to ongo across portions of our northern zones here. Now, moving towards the east, this is kind of where we're seeing most of the activity in the form of that rain and snow, mainly across northern Clark County, as well as portions of Chippewa and also north towards Rusk County here at the same time. Now, if we widen out the view, you can see what's going on. We do have this low pressure system that continues to basically be near stationary. It's a very slow moving storm, and you can see it's producing widespread snowy weather across the northern plains, including the Dakotas, where they are at least parts of them under those blizzard warnings. Meanwhile, towards the east, we got a mix here of pretty much everything: rain, snow, and a bit of a wintry mix here ongoing, including here in La Crosse, where it's a bit wet currently, 39 degrees, visibility slightly reduced at 8 miles. We're looking at a river stage 5.16 feet. Meanwhile, to the north of Eau Claire, there's snow on the ground here from this morning, 35 degrees, a feel-like temperature right now of 27. Notice the winds here still pretty gusty at 23 mile per hour wind gusts here most recently. Current weather conditions
conditions as far as those temperatures go, mainly into those mid to upper 30s, and our highs today expected to rise into those upper 30s to low 40s across the area here today. So we'll take you through the day planner, looking at basically some of that rain here across much of the area here this afternoon. Again, this winter weather alerts here are in effect mainly for the northern plains, where we do have those blizzard warnings in effect. So we're not the only ones dealing with this very messy storm. As you can see, a lot of us here across the Coulee region under those winter storm warnings. So that means mixed precipitation, ice and snow, but looks like it's going to be mainly all snow, which we'll talk about in just a second. Travel impacts, definitely a good possibility here. Snow accumulation, a little bit of ice accumulation, and of course gusty winds going to be the main concerns that we'll have to be watching out for. So as you can see into Sky Tracker, just off and on showers here expected with those temperatures mainly into those upper 30s, low 40s. Watch how another round of rain begins to move in here as we head into this evening. And a lot of that snow here mainly focused to the north, but all of us will be dealing with the snowy weather here as we head into overnight, as those temperatures will be allowed to fall here at the same time. And the snow looks like it's going to continue to impact tomorrow morning, which will definitely have an impact on your morning commute. And we will be watching for more snow here as we head into tomorrow morning in general, and then some scattered snow showers here as we head into tomorrow afternoon, which by the way could even last into tomorrow evening. That's where most of our snow accumulations are going to come from, mainly during the day tomorrow, and especially tomorrow morning at the same time. In fact, we could still be dealing with some scattered snow showers here as we head into early on Friday morning, and then also continue, believe it or not, as we head into Friday afternoon. Again, it's a very slow moving system, and that's why we can expect some snowy weather around here for quite some time, especially during the day tomorrow. And again, we have that chance, 50% chance that is, of seeing some snow showers for Friday. Now behind the system, it's going to get much colder. Highs are going to start to drop into the upper teens to low 20s here this weekend. And then especially as we head into next week, highs will be dropping well into the teens here as well. So something we'll have to be paying attention to, Kevin.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the rest of the week for sure.
Yep, definitely.
Thanks, Derek.
Yep.
When we return, a holiday tradition. The Salvation Army handing out gifts and food baskets to those in need.
Our locally owned Carpet One has a huge selection of floors.
At prices just as good as those big box stores. But you don't need a talking dog to tell you that.
Well, at least big box stores are good for something.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
But I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
And I don't handle divorces.
The law profession is broad and complex. I focus my career on one thing.
Helping injured people.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Ho, ho, ho!
What home projects are on your wish list this holiday season? Is your roof ready for Santa and his sleigh? Do you need to add more jolly in your kitchen? Is your bathroom resembling a lump of coal? Windows a little frosty? Windows, kitchens, and baths. Call River Valley Remodelers today to make your holidays even brighter. Call today and save 33% on your Amish custom-built cabinets.
Salmon, good choice. I may need to send you grocery shopping more often.
I also picked up a vacuum cleaner at the same store.
You bought one of the most important household appliances at a place that sells bananas?
The worker said it really sucks.
That's nuts.
It does suck, but not the good kind.
Let's go to a place that specializes in vacuums from people that know vacuums, like A1 Vacuum in La Crosse. And leave the box stores to, you know.
Our business is picking up.
For a great deal on stain-resistant floors, go to Carpet One. Here to floor you. Carpet One Floor and Home. Save big and get special financing.
Bagnevsky Heating, your local trade dealer, wishing you a safe and healthy holiday.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It is the season of giving, and the La Crosse County Salvation Army knows this well. With the help of the community, workers and volunteers today distributing gifts and food baskets to over 400 families. Angel Tree Distribution Day is an exciting time for kids and their families, but also a special time of year for Salvation Army employees. They say seeing families' reactions as they hand out gift bags is the best part.
It's just wonderful because you could see it on their faces that they're very appreciative and how much this is going to help them. And we as workers and volunteers, we get to experience that joy with them, and this is that season of joy.
Absolutely. The nonprofit warmed even more hearts this year. Back in 2021, volunteers had helped out over 300 families. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with a Harman pellet stove or insert package from Warming Trends. Order now and qualify for a 26% federal tax credit and receive a $200 Visa gift card. Stop into Warming Trends today.
I was coming home from work one day on the motorcycle. A delivery truck in front of me made an illegal U-turn, and I hit the side of the truck. I suffered a severe traumatic brain injury. My life has never been the same since.
Sean's dad got a referral from a judge. They recommended Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
And hiring the law firm, it took a lot of burden off our shoulders. We could go on with life. It was a great experience.
They were awesome.
Representing accident victims for over 40 years, Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
Complete your next project with help from Menards. Give your bathroom a fresh update with Delta. Their bathtubs and showers are built for style, design, and durability. Save big money on Delta tubs and showers. Install your new tub surround with Loctite adhesives and caulk. They're easy to use while providing a strong and flexible seal that will last for years to come. Save big money on all Loctite, caulk, and adhesives. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Hey, thanks for working through the holidays.
Clara, Dad says you're working over Christmas.
Here you go, Mrs. Parson.
Let me pay you.
No, you're not going to pay me.
We are the helping hand.
Ollie, happy holidays, Clara.
Thanks for everything you do, Clara.
We couldn't let you be alone for Christmas.
We purchased a tree.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with a Harman pellet stove or insert package from Warming Trends. Order now and qualify for a 26% federal tax credit and receive a $200 Visa gift card. Stop into Warming Trends today.
Bagnevsky Heating, your local trade dealer, wishing you a safe and healthy holiday.
All right, here's a final check on your 8-day forecast. Looking at a good chance of snow here for tonight into early tomorrow. Snow chances could linger into Friday. Very cold air on the way this weekend and also into early next week.
Very much, Derek, and thank you for watching News 8 Now at noon. We appreciate your time. We'll see you back here tomorrow.